patient man, he is always willing to wait. Forbearance causes self-possession to work. And you know a kind man, he never knows how to hurt. These are the virtues for you and for me. Oh, this is the way that I live, and these are the things that I see. My mama, she told me, she said, blow by, blow. Is charitable, expresses a brotherly love, and devotion is a service to the Almighty One whom you love. With courage we can marshal our very own power, and with precision we become exact, more accurate by the hour. For you and for me, this is the way that I live, and these are the things that I see. My mama, she told me, she said, no, and no matter what you read or see on TV, it always deals with you. So be patient and be lovable, and please be kind. Keep discrimination and discipline in the back of your mind, and be lovable and understanding and obedient to your truths, 'cause these are the only real. Oh, these are the only real. Hey, these are the only real. Oh, these are the only real virtues.
baby. Here we go, live right here on VoxWave.com, 9 a.m. You know what time it is. We make your body move. We make your body groove. We make your mind think. We make your body sink into your chair. If you're at work, we know you're doing the jerk. If you're standing up, we know you're doing the twerk. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, fellas, you know what time it is. We crank the go-go. We crank the slow. We crank the jazz. We like the bobo. We crank it all here on the Peace in the Morning Show. Funky Friday, baby. That's how we do. You know what we do. We got the Queen, we got Delegate Darryl Bonds, we got Darius A. Stanton, and we got you on the Peace in the Morning Show. Funky Friday, baby. Come on, crank it up, Ron.
Friday. Come on now. Funky Friday. Come on now. Friday.
Yeah, baby, here we go live right here on the Peace in the Morning Show, baby. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get right to it. My man in the studio,
What's
the
up?
Funky Friday mix master himself, the brother who put it together with a CD release. Oh, yeah, we coming at you. Black Panther reviews. Got to talk about what's going on in our community with the violence. Talk to me. Let me know what's going on. What's happening with you in your community? It's Funky Friday, baby. Hey, Ron, it's about time to crank it up because you know what time it is. First thing in the morning. That's how we do. David Grogan, what's up, brother? Running for sheriff. Come on, y'all. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Funky Friday, baby. Live in the studio right here with you this Friday. First Friday in March. March Madness coming at you. But we cranked it up because it's...
This man is on the premises. What is he doing in here? I said the policeman is on the premises, yo, now. What is he doing in here? The policeman is on the premises, yo. What is he doing in here? The policeman on the premises. What in the hell is he doing in here? Moving your head against the door. Making a function behind the door. Cops ran in and injured and out. Brother Mo, he began to shout.
Going on this weekend. Any Black Panther fans in the house? We see the heart for the Black Panther, baby. We see the heart for the Black Panther. Oh, Black Panther, Black Panther, everyone come to that. Come on. Let's do this. Wakanda.
They're gonna give me the third degree. When the judge asks me how I plead, not guilty, sir. Must decide on me. You can tell by the sleep of life. I'm just a victim of circumstance. I'll be on by the break of day. If the judge believes what I say, right
Hey, time for the trouble. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all feel the
let me go.
Oh yeah, we got 50 minutes. Come on, y'all. Funky Friday. What's up with that Funky Friday? Black Panther, baby. We still riding on that Black Panther.
Don't test that stereo.
Hey, any Black Panther fans out there, let me see it, baby. Come on, come on.
Don't touch that stereo. Don't touch that stereo. Don't touch that stereo. Don't touch that stereo. If you're on the road and you wanna go.
baby.
Come on. And party with me.
Wait, you ain't working yet.
I like it rough. I like it rough.
Don't be Friday, baby.
When you move it, it's alright.
Say what? I say what? Come on. We got Pierre Parker in the studio, the great baby. Spectacular, baby. You can hear it soon. Say ha ha, what's up, Big Tony?
Don't touch that stereo. Don't touch that stereo.
Say what?
Just get on the floor and go.
Oh, come on, y'all, work it out.
Don't touch that stereo. Don't touch that stereo. I like that part. I like that part. Right there, right there. Hey, the DJ.
Welcome back to the Piece of the Morning Show, baby. This is Darius A. Stanton on Funky Friday, and we are funkin' live with my good brother, Pierre Parker, the master mixer who created that Funky Friday theme song that you hear in the background. That's right, this man right here, this brother, trainer, builder, engineer. The brother is just a dynamic, all-around good man, family man. Wonderful brother in the community. Welcome back, Pierre Parker, to the Piece of the Morning Show.
It's a pleasure to be back.
No doubt. Hey, man, you got something exciting to share with us, don't you?
Yeah, man. My new CD is called Spectacular, and I got put a lot of work into it, and every song has a story behind it, so it's very personal. It's very personal to me. I got over 300 hours in working it and developing it, and
wow.
everything, these days when you're in the music business, you got to wear all the hats.
Right.
So, I had to learn a lot, and, the product that I came out with is I'm very happy with.
I know that's right.
And it's for the community, and it's for people, and we all share a lot more. We have a lot more in common than we have differences, and I think that, the stuff that I go through, the stuff that you go through, we all go through together, and it helps us when we can talk about it, you know.
Right.
Bring it out in the open, and we can even sing and dance about it.
Got to talk about it.
Yep.
Got to talk about it. As a matter of fact, you know, right now we have so much going on in the world, and you know, to the mass shootings, the slavery that's taking place in different parts in the world. You know, you got brothers right now in Libya that are chained. You know, you have young girls who are children being snatched up all over the world. You know, and we got to question ourselves about what's the priority. You know, so today's Funky Friday show is about being spectacular. It's about being bold in what it is that you believe in. It's about taking a next step into, you know, not accepting what's unacceptable.
Right.
Because too often we accept the unacceptable, and we can no longer do that. You know, we can no longer accept the fact that we're killing each other inside of our black communities. We can no longer accept the fact that guns are being brought from other states and other jurisdictions into our communities, and we continue to allow it to go on. You know, we have to take that stand. It's unacceptable. You know, it's unacceptable that someone will come on television and encourage people to go out and get firearms. You know, not only to protect themselves, but to basically run other people out of their space, out of their lane. You know, this is happening all over the world, and it basically falls down to a dollar, greed, and just all-out wickedness, quite frankly. You know, and we're about solutions, and we're about putting things out there that are going to help people get to the next level. But right now, I shouldn't say but right now, you know, we're focused very much on no longer allowing those things that are unacceptable to be acceptable. And one of those things is for our children to be at fear. You know, whether people know it or not, when there's gun violence in the communities where juveniles are concerned, the majority of the young people that are carrying guns because they're afraid. You know, if you watch people, your cousins, your nephews, your family members, friends, people you play ball with, you know, killed. You go on a funeral after funeral after funeral. You have young people's walls that are filled. Their whole room is filled with walls of obituaries of teenagers. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable that we have to live in a society and we just, you know, we kind of just take the, oh, well, there's nothing we can do about it. Oh, well, that's not going to stop. No, it's going to stop. We're going to stop it. We are going to stop it. We are going to make sure that our children are able to live in a space that is safe and free of harm and danger. But it starts at home. And we have to stop supporting those people who continuously promote or allow themselves to turn the other cheek and act like it's not happening until it happens in their backyard or until it happens in your backyard. Well, just to let you know, it's happening in all of our backyards because not 20 miles any distance from you where you are, if you're near any major city, you're dealing with people who are losing their lives, people who are threatened and basically living in fear, terror. And you have folks like the NR, whatever the name of that association is, come on television and tell people, you know, they're going to take your rights, they're going to take your guns, they're going to take your, fearing people into going out and purchasing more guns. And those same guns that are being purchased are the ones that are being sold on our streets. Because the other thing that's a direct correlation between the gun trade and the drug trade is the people who are the heroin addicts are the people who sell the guns. So, you know, it takes rocket science to figure that out. We can send a man on the moon, but we can't stop guns from coming into the community. I don't accept that. I won't accept it. And we're doing our part to make sure that young men have other opportunities, other vehicles, other things that they can do. And we expect you to do your part too. You're on the planet, you're a human citizen. This brother right here has been doing it for I don't know how long. So we're going to check out some of his music. You know, you can see I'm a little hot underneath the collar, not just because I was funking it up on Funky Friday, but because I understand the significance of us believing in ourselves, knowing that we can do whatever we want to do. How many people saw Black Panther? Holler at me if Black Panther, you know, if you watch this on Facebook Live, give us some hearts, let us know you checked out Black Panther. Anybody up for Wakanda? You know, let me know. Anybody see Jamal Bryant?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that movie 4 times.
How many times?
4.
4 times.
4 times, and I'm proud of it.
Whoa.
I got the jacket, I got the watch, I got the jewelry. You know, at home I got a wall with.
You got the Black Panther. Is that the Black Panther jacket right there?
That's the Black Panther jacket.
And the Black Panther hat.
That's the jacket.
The Black Panther. Come on, y'all see it? Y'all
This is
see
the
it?
jacket. This is the jacket right here, and that's the hat.
Man.
You know? So yeah, you gotta. Hey, you know, I've been supporting, you know, superhero movies for I don't know how many years in my life. You know,
Right,
and
right.
finally there's one, you know,
That looks like you.
me, and
That you can relate to.
that I can definitely relate to, and it has a very positive message, and it's just a very good movie.
It's just a good movie. It definitely is
You
a
know?
good movie. And the morals and the values
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah.
And what about the powerful, this is the year of the woman, not the year of the woman, you know, every year is a woman because women, they
Yeah.
birth the children.
Yeah.
So you got to always give women their props. But the power and the brilliance.
Yeah.
So they were
Yeah.
not only in charge of the army, but they were also in charge of the science.
Yeah. Yes. And then what does it say about, you know, how powerful women are? You know, I would love to be a king and have all those women be my guards.
I
you
know that's right.
You know, beautiful as they were and as powerful as they were, you know, I think that says a powerful message to women too, you know. And, you know, even in my gym, you know, I got super girls. I mean, I got girls that can leg press, you know, 500-600 pounds all day long. You know, and,
Wow.
and they compete in shows and they do all kinds of things. And you know, women are just as powerful as men. You know, the difference is they are 30% weaker in their upper body, but their lower body is just as strong as a man. You know, so you know when you give them an opportunity, you know, to shine, they become the best that they can be too. You know, and you know, that's what we need. You know, we need to come together as, you know, not only as you know, because the real truth is that, you know, we say we're black.
Right.
You know, but are we really? We're brown.
Right.
Everybody is a shade of brown.
Right.
I've never seen a real true black person.
Well, they out there.
I've never seen anyone as black as my.
They got that.
I
They got that.
haven't
What you
seen
call?
them this black.
Yeah, they got that.
And I haven't
They had that over in Sudan. They got the blackity black, blue black. They got blue black. We have blue black. We have black black.
But then I've never seen anybody this white.
Really, this
you
is
know?
by white.
Yeah.
I
So
think- I don't
you
know,
know,
let
I
me
think
see,
we
we had it
all a
white.
variation of a shade. So
Right.
why are we making such a big deal out of this?
Why we, our good brother Pastor Stephen Tillett wrote the book "Don't Fall for the Okie Doke," and he talks about there's less than a 1% of difference in terms of the anatomy
Yeah.
with regard to color.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but the reality of it is that unfortunately people use color as a way to divide and make people afraid.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the movie Black Panther shows is the fact that you know, we are a mighty people. The resources that Africa has as a continent are used with, you know, throughout the world. You don't get cell phones
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
Africa. You know, that you just don't get it.
I mean, there's rubber, there's diamonds, there's so many resources. That,
Cobalt.
You know.
I mean, you know, it's just a number of things that you know we're dealing with, and so we want to make sure that you support, you know, the movie. Just to give you a little feedback, I think we got a caller. We got a caller coming in. You want to give us a call at 240-719-2560. Talk to us about Black Panther. Talk to us about the school shootings, and talk to us about the shootings that take place in African American and Latino neighborhoods every day that don't get the same type of fanfare that happens when there are predominantly white, you know, school or suburban school shootings. Unfortunately, our children are dealing with this on a consistent basis, waking up to gunshots, going to sleep to gunshots each and every day. Every day. This isn't once a week, this isn't once a month, this is every day the children are living like this throughout the United States, right here in the nation's capital. And so, you know, we definitely want to hear what you think our solutions are and what we can do to impact our communities. Speaking of Black Panther, Disney decided to take some resources from Black Panther, and as a result, they're using monies from the Black Panther movie to open a STEM center in Oakland. Life imitates art, and so They will be using where at the Boys and Girls Clubs in Oakland, they will be taking that whole building and turning it into a STEM center. A good friend of mine runs that club out there in Oakland. Congratulations to you, my brother. Much success. But they will be putting $1 million to Boys and Girls Clubs of America to expand its STEM programs. And part of those funds are going to be to open a STEM center in Atlanta, Baltimore, Chicago, Harlem, New Orleans, and a few other cities. So shout out to Disney for taking that $1 million out of over $1 billion. Hey, so we're going to start there, but we're going to keep looking for more. Yeah. As a matter of fact, if you have a project, this is what I suggest you do. You create a Black Panther project. So this is what I'd like to see us to do with Black Panther. Since we have children that are walking out of the studio, and that's what I'd like to hear today, 240-719-2560. What was your feeling when you walked out of that studio about being African American, about being African, of African descent, about being black, about being powerful, about being in charge, about being brilliant, about being scientists and mathematicians, valued people? What was your feeling? But also, and probably a little more importantly, what were your children's feelings when they walked out of that studio? Because I heard a lot of different things from children that were all positive, and not only positive, but totally uplifting. What were your children's thoughts, your grandchildren, nieces, nephews, young people that you may have coached or led into the studio and done an event? What was their reaction to seeing such power in an all-black cast? So give us a call at 240-719-2560. We're going to have the Queen. She's not in the studio with us today, but she's going to be coming to join us with holistic sexual healing and family lifestyles. And you know she's going to be pumping it up Wakanda style every week. That's how she does it on a Peace in the Morning show.
Wakanda forever.
But we're going to listen to one of your songs, man.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it's playing in the background now. Which one is that?
Oh, now that's from the other CD.
That's from the other
that's
CD?
from the first CD, yeah.
Okay.
That's called Magnificent.
Magnificent.
Yeah.
All right. Now, on this CD, Spectacular. So, and if you give us a call now, 240-719-2560, we have a copy of Spectacular for you. So we got them right here in the studio. We can get them right here. You got Spectacular, Upside Down, Boy Toys, Missing You, Boy Toys. We got to hear about that. Ladies, do you want to know what Boy Toys is? Well, it's right here on the Spectacular CD with my brother Pierre Parker. And number 7, we're going to close the show on that. So make sure y'all listen. This brother did a Funky Friday song, y'all. Number 7, Funky Friday. That's right. Peace in the Morning Show theme song, number 7. So tell us all about the Boy Toy song. What's that? What's that about?
Well, every like I said, every song has a story to it.
Okay.
So, a friend of mine passed away about a year ago. His name is Dwight Bennett.
Okay.
And I wind up with his motorcycle. And he's diehard Redskin fan, so the motorcycle is burgundy and gold. And so I, in the process of riding this motorcycle, has a story to it.
Okay.
So,
Okay. We live?
Passed away.
Welcome to the Peace in the Morning Show. This is Darius. Excuse me, Pierre. We got a caller calling in. Who's on the line?
Hey, what's up over there, man, at Vox, man? How y'all doing over there, man?
Oh, hey, what's up, yo, homeboy? What it look like on Funky Friday, baby? You can join us?
It look good, man. Look good. His brother, man, going to perform, man. He an artist and everything. Can he perform? Can he get on the mic and perform, man? 'Cause that's what that stage is for. That's what I'm talking about. Is he going to perform? Talk to me now.
Hey, well, the brother, he said he's not performing today. He brought his Black Panther gear. He might hover up in a minute. But right now, today, he's just sitting and chilling. He gonna come back and perform for us? You come back, Pete?
Well, that's something I'm working on,
Okay.
I haven't gotten it totally together yet because of how I do what I do electronically. I got to make sure that it all works.
Right. Yeah, so in other words, he has to make sure he can be beamed in and beamed out before he can come funk it up on Funky Friday.
When
Tell him I said
when
he
I come,
can't-
I'm
he-
coming right.
He can't come in the studio with no music, no CD if he ain't going to perform, man. That's what it is over there, man. Y'all already know that by now.
Hey.
Talk to him, Ron.
Hey, so one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. When you come in here, you're going to funk it up on Friday one way or the other. You can guarantee that. But definitely, my brother Pierre Parker will be back with a special Funky Friday performance on the Peace in the Morning Show. Hey, brother.
All right, man.
We appreciate you calling in, Reggie Reg.
We're going to holler at y'all, man. Y'all doing a great job. Y'all looking good on film, man. For real. Y'all looking good on TV, man. I got you on my phone right now. Play. Y'all looking good. Tell young man I said he's doing a great job.
I know
keep
that's
up.
right.
Keep it up.
All right. Thank you, Reg.
Thank you, my man.
Yes, sir.
Holler back. Holler back.
Yeah, that's the founder of VoxWave.com. So another, since we're on the mode of charity and talking about artists, Drake shares God's Plans music video. His charitable donation gave up $1 million. So, you know, it may not sound like a lot, and it may sound like a lot, but the fact that, you know, he's rapping about God's plan, so he's putting God out there. And if you don't realize the power of mass communications, if you didn't realize it before, you realize it now. Never have I seen, you went to see the movie 4 times, right?
Yep.
All 4 times, did you see people dressed up in African garb?
Yeah.
So now, was there an announcement telling people wear your garb to the Black Panther? Did you hear an announcement like that?
I didn't hear much, but I know that usually when people go see Star Wars and some of these other movies, they dress up. You know? So I was like, you know what?
So for the first time, people in America were dressing up and they were wearing black African garb.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, not worried about what somebody else was going to say. They were proud.
Yeah.
You know, to put on, you know, their crown and their kookies and their dashikis and the women in their dresses and skirts and wrapped up in head wraps, proud, embracing the culture.
Yeah, yeah. Can't go wrong with
Now,
that.
you did have some people that were critical of it. Now, you had some folks who were disappointed with the fact it was an all-black cast. So let me see. How many all-black cast movies have there been? Friday After Next, mainstream, though.
Well, I mean, it wasn't completely all black.
No, it wasn't completely all black. But the leaders and the stars, the question is, Americans, black African Americans are about a little shy of 14% of the population, no more than 17%. And as a result of that, you know, it's okay if you see a movie that has an all-black cast, because we watch movies every day that have all-white cast. Nobody jumps up and down about that. You know, then you have people who were disappointed with the fact that it was a movie about, it was a comic strip that was out of, you know, a comic book. And they were disappointed that it was using the term Black Panther. It's been out since the 60s, right?
Yeah.
But the reality is it was constructive. It was productive.
Yeah.
And it promoted a lot of good things. So while people were disappointed with the fact that you have something that finally brings us out and together, you know, right now it's by any means necessary. Malcolm said that. So if, you know, you think the only way that we can do it is by rallying in the street, which is marginally effective, we really need to do it on the big screen. You know, we need, what's the next Black Panther? What is your project? And so this is what I'm encouraging you to do. I want you to hashtag right now, Black Panther Next. Hashtag right now, Black Panther Next. And the reason why I want you to do that is because I want you to take your project, whatever you're doing that's uplifting the black community, that has something that we're doing positively and constructively, and video it and put it out there. I want you to take Black Panther Next, any project that you're doing, any book club, anything that you're doing with children, anything you're doing with seniors, any business that you have, and it's positive and productive. Because if you watch television in a 24-hour span, how many TV shows, how many news broadcasts will you see of African Americans in a positive light? Do your own survey over a week's time. Take a survey and see how many shows that you see promote African Americans in a positive light. And I'm not, you know, and so, you know, and I'm including music as well. Music that does not include popping mollies, pills, drinking lean, or some other whack scene, but something that's really promoting who we are in a positive light. I'd like to see it, you know. So Black Panther Next, because just like we had a President Obama, we got Black Panthers. You know, our children now believe that they can be anything that they want to be. And so we want to encourage that, because we know how important it is for our young people to believe in themselves. And one of the worst things for us to see is for children to only believe that they can sell drugs, to only believe that all they can do is to make it is to play sports. nothing wrong with sports, but it's a limited number of people making it into professional sports. And if you're playing some professional sports, it's severely at your risk of your own health. You know, so is it $1 million for your family worth you not being able to read and walk or talk 10, 15, 20 years down the road? I don't think so, because $1 million can come and go like that. Look how many broke pros we already have. So, on that note, we ready with the Spectacular? So we're going to listen to one of our spectacular tunes from Mr. Pierre Parker, ladies and gentlemen, right here live, being released to the world on the Piece of the Morning Show. Thank you for doing that on the Piece of the Morning Show, baby. That's right. We got Ron B. Award coming up. He got a project he going to put out there. But right now, Pierre Parker, Spectacular, on the Piece in the Morning Show. Check it out.
Some of these guys in their movements. Good to go.
What you do. Time yourself first. Give me that spectacular. Yeah. That's it. Don't say anything. Everything. Gotta shine your light on you. That's it. Trust me, baby. There's no way. Yes, that is how. Spectacular. That's the vibe you're giving me. Spectacular. Beauty is all I see. Spectacular. That's the vibe you're giving me. Spectacular. Beauty is all I see. Spectacular. That's the vibe you're giving me. Spectacular. Beauty is all I see. Spectacular. That's the vibe you're giving me. Spectacular. Your beauty is all I see. Spectacular. That's the vibe you're giving me. Spectacular. Your beauty is all I see. Spectacular. That's the vibe you're giving me.
That was spectacular.
Yeah.
Right here, world premiere of Spectacular here on the Peace in the Morning Show with Pierre Parker. So tell us, that's the title track.
That's the title track. Yeah. This song came about when I have a really good close friend of mine. Her name is Gloria Mayfield Banks, and she's a Murray K millionaire, and she's #1 in the world. And I've been training her for close to 17 years.
Wow.
And so we talk a lot, and I always help prepare her for her big events. And so this was the biggest event of her life. It was in Dallas, and she was being crowned #1. And she sent me a picture of her in this amazing dress.
Wow.
I mean, it just blew me
Just
away.
like, whoa.
Yes. And so the only thing I could think of was, one word, spectacular. And so that was a defining moment for me because I know her personally and how much work she's doing in the community.
Right.
For helping, black people, black women, white women, the whole entire world. I mean, next week, or she'll be in Peru, or she'll be in China, or she'll be in Russia, and she's just, through Murray K, she's helping, women become stronger and be able to take care of themselves,
Right.
And financially, spiritually, mentally, everywhere.
Because that's one of the things, that's a big deal. I don't think people realize that, but a lot of women stay in abusive relationships, keep their children in abusive relationships because of the money, because they don't feel like they have the wherewithal, the confidence, but they don't have the resources to feed, clothe, shelter their families.
Right.
And so they stay in relationships where they are abused emotionally, physically, sometimes even having their children subjected to sexual abuse.
And it's amazing that you would say that, how true that is, because that's her story.
Wow.
That was her story.
Well, maybe, next month we can bring her on,
Oh,
we
my
can
God.
bring her on and have her talk about why it's so important for women to have their own businesses.
Yeah.
She's
amazing. She's doing some amazing stuff. I think
Tell
sometime
her name. What's
within
her name
this,
again?
Gloria Mayfield Banks.
Mayfield Banks.
If you
she
Google her,
African-American?
she's Afro American.
She's African American?
Yes.
And she's won $1 million earner in.
She's #1 in the world.
#1 in the world.
#1 in the world.
The heavyweight champion in the world.
She's speaking with Les Brown. She's
Wow.
she knows
Gloria
Oprah.
Mayfield Banks. Look her up, y'all.
She is.
We're
I'm
gonna get
telling
her here
you.
on the Peace in the Morning Show. #1 in the world. We gotta bring her in.
Yeah.
And give her props,
Yeah.
because
she's everywhere. I mean, she's on Entrepreneur Magazine. I mean, she's really doing some amazing stuff, to
And you
empowerment
train her.
of women. Yes.
So talk to us about your training business, because we here talking about Spectacular, which is the new CD released. You just heard his opening cut. What's up, BJ Gross? But now, tell us about, your training business and working out and how you gonna get, the Peace in the Morning show gonna be tight.
I'm getting him up.
Be tight.
We're putting it out there. We're putting it out there, world.
tight,
It's time
baby.
to see Darius change.
That's right. The metamorphosis, you can see it. You know what I mean?
Yes, we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, because somebody earlier said you're gonna need some pain meds afterwards. But as you can see, I'm feeling good, baby, because it's Funky Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Good
Funky
pain.
Friday, baby.
No pain, no gain. That's
No
good
pain, no gain. That's right. As a matter of fact, but we need to be able to carry weight. There was a piece, tell us about the training. I'm going to shift to holistic sexual healing family lifestyles, because I want to talk about the energy that people bring you and what you can do with that energy and how they use that in the movie. But talk to us about your training business.
Yeah, well, I've been personal training for 25 years.
Wow.
I went all the way to the junior nationals myself, competed. I got 4th place, natural.
So you
no
could get
drugs.
up there right now and just take it off.
I mean, I got a little something.
You can just stretch for us right now.
Something in there. I'm still maintaining.
Right.
I had to deal with a lot, the last couple of years, with my wife passing and stuff like that.
Sure.
So I have been able to, to be focused enough to train for shows. Because, judges remember you when you were at your best. And I got to be better than my best if I'm going to come back out.
Right.
But in the meantime, I love taking care of people, training people. I have 2 spaces. One is in Ellicott City. It's a little private personal training gym.
Okay.
I've been there for 8 years.
Okay.
It's 3219 Corporate Court. It's called Oasis. I've trained quite a few people out of there, people that are competing in shows today, this year. And I love that part. And then I have a little gym in my basement at home. I call it Tiger One Gym, because that's also where my photography studio is there.
Okay.
And my music studio is there.
So how can people reach you, man? So you can do photography, a trainer, a musician, a producer, a Black Panther.
That's right. That's right. Got to be the.
So how can people reach you,
forever.
man? Tell them how they can reach you.
You can reach me through my email.
Okay.
It's pierrep50@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay. You can
So
also
pierrep50
at gmail.com. Yeah.
Got it.
My website for Spectacular and my musical mind is positronicmusic.com. Takes you right to my website. You can purchase any of the songs. Use it in no more than $10. You can also purchase it on iTunes. If you put in Spectacular, see Pierre Parker, it comes up.
Okay.
Also Amazon Music. You can listen to them on YouTube. It's pretty much out there.
Okay.
And also My Musical Mind too. If you put in My Musical Mind, see Pierre Parker, it comes up. And they're only $7. So for the price of lunch.
Hey.
You can have some really, really good music that I put my heart, my soul, everything into.
And not only does Pierre contribute, his time and energy to his music and to his work and craft, and you hear how he's helping a woman who's helping millions of women around the world, be her best self.
Yeah.
He did the Funky Friday theme song. Funky Friday, that's Pierre's music, okay? You're going to hear that when we close out the full version of it. But he also volunteers his time. Last year, he came down to the Annapolis Art, Sports, and Leadership Academy that's held in Annapolis, Maryland, where we served over 180 boys playing basketball, learning how to do film, learning abstinence. We were teaching teenagers about how to protect yourselves, young men.
Yeah.
Don't just put your body out there. Don't just put your sperm out there. Don't just put yourself at risk to disease and put yourself in a whole nother space and sharing your spiritual space. That's what young people don't understand. That when you engage in sexual intercourse, you are exchanging your spiritual energy with that person. And that person is exchanging their spiritual energy with you. And so those negative vibrations, those things that they carry, you now carry them, and vice versa. And we, explain that and work with our young people. But Pierre was there and volunteered, and thank you, man.
Again, I'm there again.
I'm there, and you heard it. You heard Pierre.
Yeah.
So look, join us. Come on,
right.
check us out. Hit us at Hit us at peaceinthemorningshow@gmail.com. That's peaceinthemorningshow@gmail.com. Tomorrow, actually, we're going to Bowie State University, and right now I want to take a brief moment to pay homage to a gentleman in my family, one of the men in my family, William Gordon Johnson, who passed a few years ago, and he was a Omega Psi Phi Q. And this morning, the Qs at Bowie State University are honoring the members that have passed. So I want to pay homage to my family, his wife Lynn, my grandparents, William H. Johnson Jr., Miss Madeline. But Uncle Gordon, we love you. He was a comedian. He went to Africa on several missions. So he believed in our people, was very committed to his community and his church. So his family, my cousin Corey, love you, baby, Scoots. So thank you, Uncle Gordon, for that, and the Qs. The Qs are also doing something, the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. They just had a big press conference in the city of Annapolis, Maryland, and they're actually going to be building or retrofitting an historic church in Annapolis and turning it into, which is Asbury United Methodist Church, and turning that into a conference center.
Oh, wow.
So there's no African-American-owned conference centers in the Anne Arundel County area, and no large venues, for that matter, in the state of Maryland.
Wow.
You know, and so hats off to those brothers, the Q Dogs, for, you know, the work that they're doing in the community, and all of the brothers and sisters who are working in our communities. I also wanted to just point out the fact, in the month of February, shout out to the sisters and brothers in Baltimore City, who for 12 to 13 days, there was no violence, or I should say no homicides, which it had not been a stretch because Baltimore City just got a really, you know, they were named the most violent city in the country for the violence that took place last year. But this year, for the first time since March of 2014, there were 12 days where there were no homicides. And, you know, it's sad in itself that you even have to have an acknowledgement of something like that. But the fact that it did take place, we want to pay homage to it and expect it to continue as we move into the summer months. But the way we can do that is men. Come on, stand up. Stand up. You know, we always promoting hashtag men for domestic peace, send that out there. You know, when we push these things out there, and thank you, my sister Minion Brown Anderson, for pushing out hashtag Black Panther Next. That's what we need. We got to push those things out there. We can send those negative videos. We can send them pictures of half-naked men and half-naked women, you know, that people send between each other. But what about the messages and images of ourselves and our children that are positive, that are productive, that have a whole lot of energy? You know, Jeremy Newkirk working with a bunch of artists with Cover 360. Shout out to him and the work that he's doing to shift the mindset of people and using that asset-based communications and community development. So shout out to the folks who are out there making a difference, and we want to keep on pushing it. I also want to acknowledge that's a big event that's coming up. Summer Soul Music Festival, big jam. This is going to be, it was huge last year, over 5,000 people there. I think 10,000 actually, down at Rosecroft Raceway. Darryl Carter and J.V. Jones are pulling that together. So Nightlife, DC Nightlife, they're doing that. It's coming up, so check it out, look for it. You can Google it. It was a big event last year. It's going to be even, you know, bigger this year. So definitely look forward to that. David Grogan, running for sheriff, thanks so much for your support.
So Dave,
appreciate you, you know, the work that you're doing throughout the community and awareness in so many different instances, and especially in supporting women. But P, we've been through our share of challenges.
that's for sure.
And one of the things in the movie that happens is the sister who created the Black Panther outfit, she told her brother, I got a new outfit. Well, I'm telling the story now, so let me, for those who haven't seen it, let me shift gears. So bottom line is, there's a place in the movie where the energy that's negative, in this case it's violence or fighting, comes into the suit. And then the suit takes the energy and turns it back around and sends it back out.
Yeah, it's like kinetic energy.
It's kinetic energy.
Yeah. And
So we need to do that. So right now we got a kinetic phone call. Good morning. Welcome to the Piece of the Morning Show. Who's on the line?
This is Queen. How you feel that?
If Queen is the Queen, if you know what I mean. This the Queen, it's the Queen. She's on the scene. What's up, Queen?
Queen.
I'm Doing good, thank you. How are you all?
Hey, man, I got your brother here, Pierre Parker. He looking for the queen. He like, where's the queen? Where's the queen?
You know, looking for the
Yeah, I'm listening to him. I really want to give him kudos on his new album, Spectacular. That's a great name.
Thank you.
That's a great name for music, for a positive event. You just already know that something great is going on when you name something spectacular.
Spectacular. Hey, turn the volume down a little bit on your phone for us, please.
Yeah, I turned it down.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, Queen, it's holistic sexual healing and family lifestyles. If people are listening, they want to know what's up. You know, what can we do to stay? I was just talking about kinetic energy and how when these things come at us that are not positive, how we take that and we turn that into fuel. And how we turn those things that that have happened into motivation and then turn it into strength, and that it becomes energy for us, and that we labor on it, but we use those things to promote us and to propel us and to help other people. So share with us your tips on holistic sexual healing and family lifestyles, please, as we wrap up with you on the show.
Okay, great. Thank you. People in the audience who are listening today, welcome and happy Funky Friday.
Yeah.
Happy Funky Friday. Make today the funkiest day of the week.
That's
do
right.
something wild. And as a brother in the house, this is be spectacular. Do something spectacular. I want to talk about what you can do when you're dealing with negativity as we are right now. I'll always say to anyone, holistic sexual healing and family lifestyles is living proof family works. When families work together. Any amount of family, any members of the family working together. And sexercise are exercises for love. Sexercise does not always mean physical connection. Sex is also symbolic. Gestures, tone of voice, attitude, eye-on-eye contact, letter writing, sending notes, flowers, buying cards, special greetings, showing love. And how can we do that in our relationship with ourselves and our mate, ourselves and our family? All we have to do is cleanse, detox. Detoxing has so much power. When the body is cluttered, it's just like a cluttered drawer. Open it. You can't find what you're looking for. To clean out that drawer, you have to take those things in the drawer out and clean it to the bottom, to the frame.
To the core.
To the core. Such is the case with the human body, if in fact you want the best results. And my message today is you'll get the best results when you recognize the need and the importance and value of bowel regulation.
Bowel
Having
regulation.
regular bowel movements.
Are you
How
going
many
on the floor?
times, radio audience, do you go to the bathroom a day and have bowel movement? A week. A doctor, a good quality doctor who's interested in the holistic care of you, your health, mental, spiritual, physical, and otherwise, will tell you at least 3 times. Normal is 3 to 4. And many people don't even have 1 bowel movement a day. Maybe 1 in a week. That has to crush your sex life.
Right.
Yeah. To say
So
the
if you
least.
can't go, you can't go, baby.
You can't go, you can't go.
You
Everything's
can't go,
locked
you can't
down.
go.
You're in pain. And constipation is on the rise. Cancer of the esophagus, called esophageal cancer, is on the rise. What does that mean? Only eat what can turn into a liquid, because only food that can turn into a liquid that has nutrition can get into the blood cell.
So,
If you're putting junk food into the body, you're going to get junk coming out of the mind.
so Queen, as we get ready
Go ahead.
as we get ready to make that transition, share with us some things that people can do to detox.
Well, right away you can get that punch in the stomach, get up and jump and dance and shake yourself.
You can shake yourself. Working
Shake
some of what you're
yourself.
working with. That was you can shake that thing,
Okay.
shake that thing.
And
You got to shake
have
that
to.
thing. Come on. Okay, what else can you
First thing
do?
in the morning, you should have a drink, a green drink, a smoothie to put oxygen, which is vitamin A, in the body.
Okay.
So remember the kale,
Kale,
young spinach,
young spinach,
parsley,
parsley,
young string beans,
young string beans,
at least 2 inches of ginger,
at least 2 inches of ginger,
celery,
celery,
cucumber.
cucumber,
Yes, and very important, if you have spirulina or seaweed,
spirulina and
you
seaweed.
can put that in it.
Okay.
Drink that for breakfast. If you need something sweet, add a pear or apple or dates and raisins. That's
pears,
about it.
apple, dates, and raisins.
Fruit line for that smoothie.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay? If you want to add something else, I put a radish. Drink that every day. You will start to have regular bowel movements. In
So you
addition
said kale, string beans, spinach,
to young spinach,
young spinach, young
very
string
important.
beans, kale. We also want to use, if you want to sweeten it up at all, the only fruits you want to apply to that would be apples or pears. Dates also
Apple or
great.
pear.
Apple
dates
or pears, dates.
or raisins.
Okay, or raisins. And that will give you the sweetener that you need, but it will also keep you continuously flowing and going to the bathroom on a regular basis. And so,
You won't have diarrhea.
and you won't have diarrhea.
You won't have
It'll be
diarrhea.
a controlled bowel movements, but you'll be able to flow and detox your body, which will then put you
Yes.
in a better position.
And drink water. Don't forget your alkaline water with celery and cucumber. You need to drink water.
So we're going to wrap on this, but we got 3 things that the Queen just gave us for our holistic sexual healing and family lifestyle tips. First of all, get up and shake that thing, shake that thing.
Shake.
You
Get
got
up
to
and
shake
shake.
that thing. That's number 1. Number 2, you want to drink that smoothie that has young spinach, young string beans, kale, radishes, a fruit you want to use either apple or pear, raisins or dates to give it a sweetener. And then last but not least, drink that every morning. And then beyond that, drink that water, which will continuously flush, and you want to alkaline your water. You want to get a Keegan water machine. You can get in touch with the Queen at Queen to the World 1. Is that correct, Queen?
Yes, Queen to the World 1,
At
the number
Gmail.
1.
Queen
at
to the
Gmail.
World, the number 1 at gmail.com. That's Queen to the World, number 1 at gmail.com if you want any information about the Keegan water machine, which creates alkaline water. And you get that water and flush. You can also use non-GMO organic lemons and put that in your water, also to put the water in an alkaline state. But those are 3 things you want to do. You want to get up, shake it, show them what you're working with, and then you want to drink yourself a smoothie and then that water. Queen, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you next Friday. We loved it. They loved you in the studio last week when you carried the show solo, bolo, you rodo.
I just want to make one comment, please, and that is everyone cannot drink. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Everyone cannot drink lemon and water. That's why I never say it as an alkaline factor. Those who have high blood pressure, that would be ideal. But a person who has low blood pressure, lemon and water will bring the pressure down.
Okay.
Even low. And remember that lemons, lime, pickle things, Those lower the blood pressure.
Okay, lower the blood pressure. So those who have
Right.
high blood pressure, it's good. Lemon is good for them. Those who do
Yes,
not have
lemon
high,
and
those who have
lime is
low blood
good.
pressure, it is not good for them. And so those who have low
Right.
blood pressure, what could they use to alkaline
Beet,
their
all red vegetables. All red vegetables.
Okay.
Anything, and a dark brown that has iron in it. That will have iron. And also a tablespoon of blackstrap molasses.
Excellent.
And I'll tell
All
you
right.
one more thing before I
got,
go.
You know we got to roll. We got to hit the booty
One
stick.
big punch for the organs. All the organs in our neck of the woods, which is the dark cur race, the Black Panther-like race, will need, believe it or not, sulfur in the body. Look it up. Black people need sulfur. Black people need electric food. We are electrifying. Fire it up. And gang, this is Aya Fire, Queen Aya Suda.
Aya Fire, Queen Aya Suda Bay. All right, Queen, thank you so much. Love you. We'll see you next week on the Peace in the Morning Show, Funky Friday, baby, right here in the studio.
Queen.
Peace and love.
That's right. Hey, the brother Pierre gave you some love,
All
man.
the best to your,
Yeah, no
all
doubt
the best
about
to
it.
you on your CD, man. All the best.
Thank you,
All
you,
the
Queen. You know,
Leave me a copy there, and I'll make sure you get your money. Peace
Gotcha.
and love.
Gotcha. So, you
Thank
know,
you.
just to add to that real quick, since I am in the health department, health field too.
Right.
She mentioned water, and that's a really big deal. And most people who are trying to lose body fat don't realize that fat's lodged in water. So if you don't drink enough water, you're not going to lose any fat.
Wow.
Not only does it hydrate you and give you, cool you down and, all that, but if you ain't getting enough water, you can forget losing the fat. So
Right.
I would recommend as a bodybuilder, working up to as much as a gallon a day.
So water, hey, a gallon a day. You heard the brother say it right here on the Peace in the Morning Show. Water does the body good. Milk is from cows.
Yeah.
Unless you're drinking almond milk, and you drinking, don't listen to that. It's good for you.
Yeah.
Cows don't drink our milk, and look how strong they are.
Yeah.
Can
And
I,
that-
you dig?
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
So next Friday, I just want to let everybody know, next Friday I'm having a listening release party.
Okay.
It's going to be at the Green Turtle
Okay.
in Annapolis, Maryland,
Okay.
from 7:30 to 9:30.
You heard it.
Music by DJ Tone, my cousin. We're going to pump it up.
Okay.
So you come, we're going to pump it up. It's going to be a party. We're just going to have a good time. We're just going to dance and just enjoy ourselves.
I know that's
Just
right.
let everything go. Let all your worries and stresses go. Come party and let's have a good time. Green Turtle.
Hey, listen, we got to wrap it up here. You heard my man checking the CD out, Spectacular. Come on out. If you're near Annapolis, Maryland, next Friday, 7:30 to 9:30. You're going to have an album release and listening party. I want to just say this to all of our parents who are concerned about the children as we roll out on Funky Friday. It's a shame when our children are in 2018 still being threatened about going to school. And there were a number of schools throughout the country who threatened children and made children afraid to go to school, their parents concerned. And they're all over America after watching the gruesome shootings that you saw in Florida. But I want you to know the power of prayer. But I also want you to know the power of taking action when you have an opportunity to pull your resources and your funds out of organizations and companies like the NRA and any other major manufacturer of guns that refuse to stop selling automatic weapons. There are a lot of companies around the country who now said that they will no longer carry automatic weapons in their stores, nor rifles in their stores, nor online. Those are the companies that you want to support. Stop giving your money to industries that advertise for those who are destroying and pushing and promoting violence. They talk a lot about video games. It has an impact. It's not the only thing, but it has an impact. So I want you to pay attention to what's going on. Take that negative energy, my young people, make it positive and know that we come from a powerful race. Black Panther, peace in the morning. We love all people and all people love us because love people love people. That's what we do on the Peace in the Morning Show, baby. It's time to roll. Hey, Funky Friday, we out of here. We're going to roll out on a Funky Friday jam from Pierre Parker. Check out his CD, Spectacular album release. You see the jacket, Wakanda style, baby. You see it live and direct. Yeah, hey, thank y'all for joining us. See you next Friday, and we will be coming back with your Peace in the Morning Show. Love you, baby. Faith without works is dead. Love people, love people.